Hey guys, just finished watching Arrow Season 6, Episode 10, Divided. This episode was okay. I mean, there's nothing super duper interesting in this episode. I mean, I have a list of things to talk about, and I really don't have much points to talk about compared to other episodes, especially compared to the mid-season final, but that's always, way bigger and stuff. But it really, it was an okay episode, so we'll just get into it and then go through it. I mean, the first part was cool seeing Bert and Ellie back and some of the Bert and Ellie family, and that's going to be interesting to see when things go with that. Now that he's dead and all that stuff, and I think it was interesting to see could this be a foreshadowing for later on, seeing the Huntress back and stuff. I think it would be really cool to see her back, and I think it's about time that we see her. And I think it'd be cool actually if they set her up, if she came back, and maybe redeem her or whatnot, make her do more of the hero path, and have her actually maybe go over to Legends. I think she would be an interesting added person on there, although since she doesn't have any powers, I feel like she's just one of the same over on the team. So it would be cool to see her go over there to Legends of Tomorrow, seeing Huntress go over, but I mean, just having her replace Firestorm, who's gone now, would not be enough because she doesn't have any power, so she's not big enough someone to take on the big gun spot on the Legend of Tomorrow, but she still would be fun to see there. So I'm not sure if the actress is busy doing anything or whatnot, but it would be fun to see her back at least. So yeah, that was really cool seeing that, and then finding out that there was a bug in the Arrow Cave. I mean, we knew that from the end of the last episode last year and stuff, so that was pretty cool finding about that, and how they played with that. It was kind of interesting. Nothing super duper, unique or clever the way they played everyone and stuff by knowing about the bug before and without letting them know about the bug. That was interesting with that, but it wasn't really just okay the way they did it. And then having to team up with Bert and Ellie, and then finally that going south and stuff, that was kind of, I guess, plausible. Like, I guess it was, I didn't see it coming and stuff, but it was obviously something that's going to happen, so it was kind of weird what happened with that. And then when Bert and Ellie had the gun pointed at at Green Arrow with Vigilante holding him down, then his arm started glowing and beeping, so like he pressed something, then things started exploding, and it's like, what happened? He put all those, we saw it before, him and Diggle went and put the like bombs or something, explosives on the pillars. Was it just to get their attention? Was he supposed to make I thought he was going to make the whole thing crumble on them or something like that. It was just kind of like, what was the point of all that? There was a distraction. Well, like, you could have had all kinds of other distractions. It just seemed weird why they put the bomb. It was just for a distraction. I mean, it made no sense, just to distract everyone, and then it just, I don't know. It just didn't seem. It seemed like a waste of time. I don't know why they did that. They could have found another way to just distract them. But other than that, it was okay with that part. And then Curtis helping Renee clear his name, and then setting up to try and help make it so that Renee doesn't have to out Oliver. That could be cool to see where that goes and how that continues on, to figure things out, to find out if did Kate and James, did he give the file, the audio file they have on Renee, as admitting that he's Wild Dog on recording type of thing. I mean, why do they have a visual of it? What do they have on all that type of thing? How to make that she's blackmailing I think the DA, or what's her name? We did see her in this episode, but she's blackmailing or using it on Wild Dog, that if he doesn't confess, she's gonna take him down. So it's really gonna be cool to see how that plays off, and then seeing where things go with that. That could be fun. And then then everyone finding out the Vigilante and who's working with Kate and James and all that stuff. I mean, we knew about that from the last episode and stuff. And then Black Canary, Mr. Terrific, and Wild Dog are making their own team. That's going to be cool to see where things go with that. I don't know what I think about this whole separated and divided the rest of the season. I mean, it just seems a bit petty, like a little. Some of the things they're worried about. That's just things they're going to worry. They're always going to be worrying about that. They're going to be worried if one or each other is going to be, that's part of the job. You're always worried about this or that, trusting this or that person and all that stuff. There always is a person who does that. There always has to be someone in charge who has to worry about that. So to me, it just seems like, yeah, we understand the way things are. I understand they broke their trust by spying on them and all that stuff. But to me, it's just part of the game type thing. So I just don't see why everyone's this upset about it. Yeah, they're right to be upset about it, but just not to this point. And it seems very. They need to make sure they're both smart enough. Both, Oliver and Curtis, and both whoever's going to be the lead of the Curtis. Dinah and Renee team, that whatever's going to be the lead on that or whatever, they got to realize that they're going to be in the way of each other, so they can't be going after the same thing at the same time and have two separate plans that are going to just backfire, bounce off each other. So it's really going to be interesting to see where things go with that and how things kind of continue on. But it's just, I don't know how I feel about this yet. I mean, it doesn't really seem interesting. It just seems annoying, the fact that everyone's separated to this point. It just seems like they're just trying to throw something on just to do it instead of having everyone be united because of all these people. I mean, they got to realize that they can't take on Keaton James and his army of guys that he has. I mean, they're almost like 100 people, so it's just really going to be difficult to take on all of them. And none of them have nearly as much experience as, they got less experience than Thea does, so it's just, I don't know. I mean, Mr. Terrific, Curtis in the field, he's never really been super good. He's always been just using his tech and here and there, things like that. Black Canary there, Dinah Drake, she does have her powers and stuff like that, and she also has her cop training and all that. But really, and then Wild Dog has a little bit more training and stuff. But there's nowhere near Diggle, Thea or Oliver, like they're not nowhere near those guys. So I don't see what's their plan going to be to even tackle on anyone like someone like Vigilante, who's been doing what he's doing the whole time, and all these guys, these army of guys that they have to go up of just the three of them. So it's really going to be, I guess it's going to be fun to see where things go with that, see how things continue on and how things kind of move along, and see where things go from here. But one thing I was disappointed about this episode is not getting a reference to what's going on The Flash, the fact that Barry Allen's now in prison type thing. Now, maybe because the two episodes, this is the 1 week, maybe this is all happening at the same time type thing, and maybe he's just getting sentencing now. But there's no reason why we couldn't have gotten like a text or something on the news about it at the end of the episode. And Oliver gets a text, someone gets it on the news, and they see Barry Allen, CSI, Central City Police Department, CSI, Barry Allen goes to prison type thing, and just see a picture of him on the newspaper or whatever, something that someone goes, oh, damn, is everything okay type thing, and just to see what happens. So hopefully we get that in next week's episode, maybe it being the week after. That's how it's, maybe it takes like a day or two or something for it to move over to the other cities and stuff, because I really need to get that reference, but we'll have to wait and see where things go with this, and hopefully we get that reference there. So really, it's going to be fun to see where things go with this. Definitely can't wait to see what they do with Thea now that she's awake from the coma. Hopefully they get to use her, because I feel like I kind of want Thea to go over to Legend of Tomorrow. I think something completely changed like that, and a completely new environment for Thea could really rejuvenate the character and bring some more life back into the character, rather than just her putting her as Quentin Lance's sidekick or Quentin Lance's assistant type thing. It just seems a bit boring because she's not doing anything. So I would like to see her do some stuff, but I doubt she's going to be going on over there, because I think they're going to have they would have Kid Flash go over to Legend of Tomorrow, which I think makes more sense because they just lost Firestorm. So having a speedster like that could bring some more powers, be a big gun type thing, rather than kind of fill in the shoes of Firestorm. But I'd love to see her go over to Legend of Tomorrow at some point, maybe next season, if not for the end of this season. So we'll have to wait and see where things go with this. Hopefully they have something in the plans for Thea, but I don't see where they're going or if they have any plans for her just yet, because the idea of her and Quentin working to try and break Laurel and stuff, and turn Laurel and stuff is interesting and stuff, but it needs to be something that's going to happen way down the road. I don't see it happening I feel like it being too much of a too much dangling the carrot in front of him with no end result. So I feel like she could be getting his hopes up a little too much for that story. So who knows what's going to happen? Could that storyline be kind of them teasing the fact that they want to bring Black Siren into the team and redeem her slowly? I think it could work, but I think we need another season though of her being not sure, and then another season of her still being bad, and then start doing that. We'll have to wait and see though how they do that and where things go with that character. here. So let me know what you think, guys, about this in the comments below. What you think about this episode? Are you excited for the next week's episode? And yeah, so I'm kind of disappointed with this. This whole idea of Keaton James is interesting and all that stuff, but I look forward to more comic book related stuff type things. I mean, yes, he's a character from the comics, but more action and more this and that stuff like that. Whereas this one, which is it's just a bunch of guys fighting with guns and things like that. I want something a little bit more than that. So it's really going to be fun to see if they can bring in some more stuff, some more like a Slade Wilson or someone like that, rather than just this guy who's a computer hacker and these gangsters that he has working with him, and these mobsters type thing. So who knows where things will go with this. Hopefully, I think a little bit more, put some more life into it, because it just seems a bit bland right now. But we'll have to wait and see where things go with this. So let me know what you think, guys, about this in the comments below. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace out.
I'm Captain America, here to talk to you about one of the most valuable traits a soldier or student can have.
Subscribing.
Sometimes subscribing is the key to victory. Sometimes it leads to very little, and it seems like it's not worth it. And you wonder why you waited so long for something so disappointing. How many more of these?
You're still here.
Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, guys. Peace.
It's over.